So we got up early, we got out to our spot, grabbed the blind as quietly as we could, and we snuck in. And we had decided the night before that we were gonna try just a hen decoy. Just based on the way these guys had acted the previous evening, we weren't gonna push our luck with the decoys. We snuck out into this field, smack out in the middle of a wide open dirt planted bean field. And I'm thinking to myself, Garrett's bumped his head, because there is no way these turkeys are gonna come out of here and walk right up to this blind. We had a decoy, 10 yards, 12 yards out in front of the blind. But we were no more than getting the blind set up as quietly as we could with as little, as little movement, as little activity as possible, get everything in the blind and camera set up. And these guys start gobbling on the roost. I mean, they were just hammering away, hammering away. I don't know about you, but for me, when you're sitting there in the dark and the sun is just starting to crack, the sky is just starting to lighten up a little bit, and you hear turkeys on the roost and you know you're close, that is a good feeling. I mean, you feel like the odds are going up, when in reality, the game is just starting. So we made just a couple small yelps, really light and soft, and these guys would respond to every call that Garrett made. And it didn't matter what we did, they were responding. So we kind of just sat quiet. You could hear these birds fly down. They come out to the edge of the field where they had gone in, the same trail they had walked in the night previously. They look over, they saw our decoy, and they just put on an absolute show. Which I think was a good thing, because it allowed me a chance to kind of collect myself. You get that rush when things happen quickly. Sometimes you can lose focus a little bit. So I was able to kind of collect myself and just focus on when the shot happened, making a good shot, making sure we got it on camera. So these guys come in, they're 5 or 6 yards right smack in front of me, and the biggest of the two toms is in full strut. He turns facing away from me, full fan. And with archery equipment, that gives you the perfect place to aim. I felt really good about the shot, and we turned that Easton Axis ST through him so quick. He jumped just the slightest little bit upon impact. But then he didn't run. He didn't try to fly, he just kind of walked off. And his partner followed him. I mean, they were kind of just meandering off like they weren't quite sure what happened. I'm sure they'd heard the noise, but there's a hen decoy there. You could tell they just weren't sure what was going on. So I immediately start to kind of panic. I'm thinking, oh no, I missed, or maybe the angle was off and I just caught a bunch of feathers. So we kind of sat there and we reviewed the footage. In the blind, it's 10 minutes after 6 in the morning. I mean, they just got off the roost and this all happened. It happened, so quick, but it was such a neat experience that I was fretting over the fact that I thought I had messed up. I've never seen a turkey react this way. I thought I put a really good shot on him. He's facing directly away from me. I put it right in the center of his fan. We knew we hit the bird hard, but the way he reacted when he walked, he just kind of walked off. He and his partner, and we could see him kind of working their way through the timber. So we've given him an hour and a half, kind of the better safe than sorry. We're just going to sneak out here, take a peek at the arrow. I can see feathers all over, so we'll just pick up the trail and see where it leads. I feel good about the shot, but again, I'd rather be a little cautious and make sure than just blunder into him and spook him off. So we're just gonna sneak out here and see what we find. So these big trees here, he poked out, and as soon as he saw a lady here, he made his way over. Feathers all over. Good job, sweetie. Kind of went in right here anyway. I see some feathers up there. My arrow's laying over here. That's not a bad sign there, huh? Followed the blood trail as we're going. I mean, it was the most unusual thing. Any turkeys I've ever shot before with archery tackle, you don't necessarily get a huge blood trail. But this guy, I think that arrow broadhead combination went through him so fast that it almost was as if he didn't even know he was hit. Woo! Just past that log. I am excited, man. Whew. Couldn't ask for more than that. Let's get my tag out, get some photos, and head back to the store, show the guys.